Yo guys, what is up? It's me, Harriet here. And I think gusto ko magseryoso muna. I just want to be serious for a bit for the game that was heavily featured on this channel for like around 2019 till 2021. I think that's a fair point in time. The Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia is going to get decommissioned. Mag-end of service na siya by February 29, 2024, which is the same release date as Final Fantasy Rebirth. Dead of a game, rebirth of another. Yeah. So, that's not one of the fanciest intro I've got. Pero I have to talk about something regarding the end of service. So, the Age of Final Fantasy Omnia, after 6 years, will shut down its servers on February 29, 2024. And yung span ng shutdown na to is up until the next anniversary. Yun nga, February 2029. Tapos, yung mga susunod dapat na release na expected na nai-release na sa Japan, there are two servers, global in Japan. Those that are in the Japanese server will not be migrated anymore to the global server. And yeah, shame, because I was looking forward to get Irvine on my account. I mean, he's literally the next guy that's going to get released with the Memorial Battle, and I was really looking forward to it. I was ready to return to do some content in the FFOO, albeit it's not anymore doing Shinryu runs. I'll explain why. But more of tech-tone like content kung saan I will just react, diba, and give my opinion. And unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Warrior Sleep isn't gonna come back. So, by the end of service, may mga free pulls. So, if you're following the channel, I have already posted the daily dose of end of service free pulls. So, that will be done until February 29 when the game officially dies. Diba? And what a time to be alive and relive all of the best moments ng Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. When it comes to best moments, I think Dissidia really picked during the Chaos era. So if we go to my channel, before I do the Viva Max videos, because yun nga, member ako ng gumagawa ng content for Viva Max, is I'm more likely doing content na for Opera Omnia. And one of the most fun moments that I had was when I was doing the Squall Saga. Squall is just a damage dealer. Yeah, that was something. It's playing an ad. Ayan. So these are some of my videos that I got. And nung mga time na to, it's like the time na Squall was just it's really labeled just a damage dealer, but I really had fun. And my main argument is that Squall's utility is really damage, because he's the best at dealing damage at what he does, diba? And yeah, this is one of my best things na nakita ko sa Opera Omnia. It has the gameplay, especially during Chaos Era, which I think was peak, the peak, the prime OO, especially mid chaos difficulty, where we had to use our minds. Yung parang we have to strategize on our fight. That's when I like the game. Of course, I pretty much like the game when Skull's Burst came out, and I had to pull that twice. Once in Japan, yes, I do have a Japanese account, and once in what? You tell me. Where was that? Kailan ba ako nag-ano? Kailan ba ako nagbakasyon nun? I was on vacation when that happened, and yeah, that was really like my favorite moment. I pulled Squall's Burst for the first time in years. Alam mo yun, di ba? Ayun. For the first time in years to look. I'm just reminiscing, okay? Yeah, that's when I pulled Squall's Burst, and I did PD Squall's Burst when it came out in Global, and it was on my birthday. And that was before his rework. That's why everyone like say wag mo i-pull yung versus Squall kasi pangit siya. May nagsabi pa nga na ano yun? It he's the worst burst unit before his release in global. He got Doom posted as AF. He got Doom posted AF, and then Square or the Dissidia team decides to rework him, give him a follow-up attack, and everyone changed their decisions to pull for Squall Leonhard. Diba? Ayun. And it's like Square had it all figured out. Another thing that I like about the FFO is the story. It's one of the it's gotchas with a good story that kept me playing it. I mean, look at right now. I am still playing Honkai Star Rail because I enjoy the story, and that's happened in the FFO. I enjoy the story. I enjoyed it until I didn't care anymore. I'll just explain why. Now, another thing na gusto kong i-notify is I like to use one of my favorite units in the game kasi this is like yun nga Upper Omnia in Latin is complete works. So that is like this is the complete work of Dissidia, di ba? It's like yung mga walang chance na pumasok sa fighting game, those that have no chance to be in the fighting game were crammed into this gotcha game that has a really good JRPG experience. I mean, people will turn down on this game kasi the graphics are really going to turn them up, and not most people love the gotcha. But if I get a chance to team up Ildnarsh, like Ildnarsh is this guy who is known as El Nacho in the community, and like what Vayne, and I'll take it. This game opened the forbidden door. There's like a plethora of team ups that you really wish to that have happened. You can have the whole PlayStation 1 girls, Tifa, Garnet, and Renoa under the same team. And it was really a fan service in terms of yung pagsasabi nun. It was really fan servicey. Wait, did Il Nacho? Yeah, Ildnarsh. Yeah, I forgot. Ildnarsh can go pass by the the friend support count. Gets an extra turn because of. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, those are one of my best moments in this game, and I think that really peaked on me. personally, especially when Squall was the follow-up guy in the game, and then something happened. Where did it all went wrong for me? First of all, Squall was the follow-up guy. Then every damage dealer got a follow-up. It it was just lazy design, di ba? Para sa akin, parang ano, nawala yung uniqueness ng kada character. Especially when we went to Shinryu era, there's no more uniqueness. Every DPS kinda has a follow-up attack. I mean, even supports have follow-up attack. Look at Porum, and she got her follow-up attack during Lufinia. The boss battles became monotonous. It takes like 30 minutes to do a boss battle. Diba? Especially if you're using Ultimecia and then Quina combo. That's like, it's not dependent on the force timer. Yeah, you get your turns, but how long would the fight take? You know? Sure, sure. Surely not everyone has like the mental capacity to stay in the game, fight in fight bosses for 30 minutes. If they fail, you have to redo. That's what did it, Chief. You know, yeah. Another thing that killed the game for me is the introduction of the FR weapon, because the trade-off is when the bosses get a little bit tankier, the game will sell you weapons that will help you fight these mechanics, and introducing the force gauge, the force weapons to increase your HP damage bonus so you can offset the tankiness. It's really I think it was really designed bad. I mean, whoever thought of using the force weapons, they need to get like they need to go, bro. They need to get fired because they pretty kill the game. So from the Chaos era, which I said it peaked because you have to think, it went to the Lupinia, which you still have to think, but now you get a little bit more of the restrictions because of the orb. You need to follow its mechanics. Force era, the Shinryu era, Shinryu battles, they are really monotonous. Since the boss got tanky, you need to and you need to up your force gauge to really end the fight quickly. And what happens in most cases is that you bring a support like Selfie, and then she charges her force, and that's what happens. Charge your force multiple times. It's not even. I forgot if I have a video of doing that. I think Ida channel has that video doing that, and it was fun at start. I get to charge with Selfie, then give huge damage numbers. It was really fun at the start. Then it started to get a little bit old. Too old that I never think this game is fun anymore, and I never want to care anymore. That's that's what happened to me, and it really dumbed down during Jack Garland's release. So when Jack Garland released, that was the last time I seriously played the game. Until then, yeah, I'm not touching this. It's not anymore fun. I mean, I haven't cleared a Shinryu since Jack Garland. That's how long it has been. And that includes Dare to Defy, because I never did Dare to Defy, and I will never will. Call me call me weak, accuse me of skill issue. I think it's just not worth it. If I want endgame content, it's going to be Dimensions, and I like that. They should have not eliminated the boss rush, but I understood. I think the devs actually put themselves into the corner. They eliminated the boss rush because you need to kill the boss in a certain number of turns, right? And if the boss rush is like Yeah, you need to charge your gauge. That's going to eat up your turns. That's why they have to remove it and replace it with like the 6 man event, which it's fine. I haven't beaten the CPU one, but sure, why not? Whatever works, di ba? Kung ano lang gumana. And yeah, that is really something na kita kong puna ko sa laro na to. Yung ano, the story really got boring. Yung storya kasi ng Opera Omnia nung simula, like the Act 1, where Mog is like infected with the black and will, that was cinema. And then the Act 2 came out where they lost their memories, and then Arden was the mastermind of it all. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. And then we came to Act 3 and Act 4. And this is the new world phase, and it really got repetitive on the story. It's just mostly our memories are still scattered, and now we need to reunite with our friends, and that's like the whole synopsis of this of Act 3 and 4. Actually, I never really know how Act 3 ended. How did Act 3 end? Was that when Cloud of Darkness? Anyway, there. Act 3 was more of a like where they try to find Warrior of Light and Onionite's cessation as the leader of the party, but it's still like, yeah, we're still finding our memories. I think Act 3 peaked during the Lunafreya chapter because of Noctis, because of Ultimatia's plot, but that's right it there. Again, this is just random rambling ng mga experience ko sa Opera Omnia. I'm just reminiscing while the the Squall videos are my Squall Saga is doing the work. So I would like to thank people. I would like to thank the creators that helped me establish this channel. You see, I never knew I never know I want to do YouTube until I met Opera Omnia. But it's not just that, the heart is within the community. And it's what the creators are like the catalysts. So I would like to thank the Broadway Saiyan, Mets Play, Chris 5258, Longtime Gaming, Smelly Octopus, Redbeard Elite, Random Planet, Tajima, Mr. Pantaloons. They are the OGs that I listen to or that I watch on Twitch during the beginning years of Opera Omnia. I know they went separate ways. Some of them, Tajima isn't even playing the game anymore. Byron isn't playing the game anymore. Octo isn't even playing. They're on the Ever Crisis channel. But yeah, and then I met some. They're really good friends. They're really approachable. I asked one of them, I mean Broadway, for help during the birthday of my girl, and he obliged. 40 is a real one. Everyone is a real one here in the community. Okay, so I would also like to thank Malabar TC1, Hero Murakat. Hero Murakat, I love you, brother. Let me know how you're doing. Come on, reach out. Dirge Sellsword, Lids 87, Respoina. These are the guys that really inspired me to do content from Opera Omnia onwards. Astenosis, one of the truest people I know. There's nothing fake about this man. This is a military man. You know, what he speaks, even though you think it's wrong in your head, at least he is being a true person. My top commenter, Hope Starter. Hope you we can. I hope we can see still each other. You know, in other games. I know you've added me in HSR. Crystal Chronicles podcast, the number one podcast I've listened on Spotify for 3 years. So that's thank you, Mino, Mark, Chris, Arole, Necklord, yeah, Joseph here. I This man really got some really got some mixed reactions from the community, but at least Joe. But I at but what's important is I respect the hell of Joseph. He is really honest when he goes into his videos. You know, he really parang inaako niya. Alam niya inaako niya there's like imposter syndrome. He's aware of it, and when he said he was tired of the game, yeah, he's not ashamed to tell what he's feeling. The Borzoi, one of the truest, realest friends that I in Twitch that I've ever met. Andy, I will still be hanging out on your streams. You introduced me to the world of Like a Dragon. Yeah, thank you, thank you, Andy. Who else? Masalento, you stuck with your guns. You stuck with your Steiner. You're a man. You're a cowboy. I heavily respect that. The Pinoy community. Indolent Lord, JC Law, and of course, Vay Novus, the Solo Lord, the Zero Turns Lord. Thornberry Troop, for all the guides. Ink Welder. Who else are in the Thornberry Troop? I only know Ink Welder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Especially Ink Welder. He inspired me to do saga runs. GRW18, the greatest simp of all time for Terra. I mean, at least he is outspoken. He knows what to say, what's in his mind, and that is really cool, you know. By the way, Skull is not doing a follow up here. He doesn't have his rework yet. That's why. Okay. Who else? Black Nero for combating all those burning hot takes and those freezing cold takes. Even though you're a hot taker yourself, Final Fantasy 16 is actually a good game. But to each their own, bro. The Zopia, especially the Bard, miss your songs. To the Twitter folks, Princess Anime, Mr. Argentum, WTV Riku, John Batista, who keeps on insisting to sell force and burst weapons. I did it once. I almost did it on Irvine. Unfortunately, he is not coming out. But I almost did it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Who else? Gotcha Queen, even though you're a catfish. Thank you for revitalizing my Twitter account. Caps Gotcha. Yeah. Caps Gotcha. Yeah. That is one of them. Mr. Wellington. There's one of them. Yeah. Jin Lee and Soul DFFOO. They are the heart and soul, no pun intended, of this game. For this Godfather and the last outlaw himself, Simply Lost, stinging it out till the end. The Japanese creators, Aida Channel, Kiwi. Thank you for giving me the foresight. I know there are a lot of people I haven't named, but wala akong masabi. I'll just sum it up. Cheesy as it gets. Thank you. Now, yeah, those are my parting words. I thank all the creators for the future of this channel. Uh, I'm streaming every weekend. I'm now free on my weekends. Kaya, so, see, if you're my friend on Facebook, see you around. I will still be doing my HSR postmortems. I never do HSR content, but I do postmortems where if I get this character, I review them based on my assessment to them during their release period. And of course, Viva Max. I mean, I never knew the reaction of some of my viewers in the MMO when I decided, yeah, the MMO is getting old or it's getting a little bit stale and my channel isn't really growing. Why not gamble on a platform that is not being reviewed much on YouTube? And because of that, I got monetized. Such a cool platform, Viva Max is. So expect that. We will be doing the first ever anime bold review on December 6th. So tune in for that. I will be reviewing Overflow and Final Fantasy 16. People, so yeah, I got a PlayStation 5 now. If I can record gameplay footages of Final Fantasy 16, I think I will upload them over to YouTube. That's it. And I think that's mostly of my content moving forward with this channel till I get the next mobile game. Because I rarely played Star Rail on my mobile. I play it on my PC or my PS5. Reverse 1999, I'm not really even serious on that game. I just do dailies, you know? And then there's Black Clover, but it seems a little bit too complicated for me. So who knows? Maybe the next Opera Omnia isn't really away. Isn't really coming yet. Marvel Future Fight, I already got my girl Angela Max, so I'm done with the game for now until she gets her tier 4. And yeah, that's like my future of the channel. Now, before I end this video, I want to do a prayer. I never do this often, but I never do this, but I think it's only positive talaga na gawin ko to sa video na to bilang pamamaalam sa Dissidia Final Fantasy of Omnia. Tayo na po ay manalangin. Panginoon po namin Diyos, balaga po at makapangyarihan sa lahat. Maraming salamat po sa mga biyayang natanggap po namin sa araw-araw na ito. Nawa po Ama, ang mga nabanggit ko sa platapormang ito, sa video na to, basbasan niyo po nawa sila ng magandang kalusugan. Sila po ay mga tunay niyo pong mga lingkod. Pero kung nanaisin niyo po Ama, sana po tulungan niyo po sila sa kanilang pang araw-araw na ikabubuhay. Bigyan niyo po sila diwa, lakas, para po mas matuntunan ang mga pang araw-araw na hakbangin sa magulong sanlibutan ito. Ama, ang Dissidia po mawawala na. Sana po bigyan niyo po ang lakas para makahanap pa ng pwedeng ilagay sa aking channel at sa mga sumuporta, basbasan niyo po nawa sila at ibabalik ko po ang kapurihan sa iyo pong banal na pangalan. Sila Square Enix Joshua, Square Enix Lacey, sana po ang magabayan niyo po sila, bigyan niyo po sila gamit ang inyong kapangyarihan ng iba pang mga oportunidad sa kanilang kumpanya, sa kanilang trabaho, para makilala po sila husto, sila po ay mga mababait, sila po ay mga masisipag na nilalang. Nawa po Ama, bantayan niyo po sila bigyan niyo po sila magandang kalusugan, protektahan niyo po sila. Ama, ang aming po namamahala, ang kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo, sa paggabayan niyo po siya, saan man lupalop ng mundo sila naroroon, bigyan niyo po sila ng inyong angkinta, diwat lakas para po sa pangungunan sa inyong banal na iglesia. Na po Ama, narinig niyo po ang aming mga dalangin sa pangalan po ni Kristo Jesus, dakila namin tagapagligtas. Amen.